Yo, yo, welcome back, everybody, to Swolfie ASMR. I know, it's been a long time since I've posted a video, probably about a month now. I've been doing a lot. I got a new job, trying to adapt to that, pick up new interests. I started streaming, a whole bunch of different stuff, and, I do apologize for not keeping my consistency. That's something I've always kind of struggled with. I get too comfortable in positions that I get myself into, but I'm trying to get better at that. So, I'm back. I'm making these videos. I plan on, not leaving again. I'm pretty settled down with where I'm at, and yeah, I'm excited to be back. So, I have a bunch of random triggers tonight, and I think we're just gonna, kind of ease back into the channel. And yeah, I think we're gonna start out with our first trigger here. This is a glasses case. It has some blue light glasses in here, but I'm just gonna start out with some nice tapping. I am trying different mic settings as well. I turned the gain up a little bit, so maybe being able to pick up more mouth sounds or, even just normal sounds in general, like this tapping. Hopefully it kind of enhances that sound for you guys. And trust me guys, I've never forgotten about all you guys. I really enjoy making these kind of videos, and we had that whole consistent year full. I feel like a month off isn't too bad, but again, it's my word that I would post every Tuesday, Friday, and for a couple of weeks I stopped doing so. So again, yeah, I'm really glad to be back. Thank you guys who are watching that. I've been patient with me. Obviously, I have been posting on other stuff, so I've been active, just not with this kind of content, and, I do regret, I don't know the best way to word it, but, I regret stopping this while also doing other content. I feel like I could have done all that at once. But again, a lot of my family has been moving recently, so I've been helping with that, and then, again, I got a new job, which I'm already looking for a new job. Unfortunately, this one kind of is like a little seasonal, but life is life. We'll get through it. It is a little tricky time for me right now, but again, we're gonna work things out. Everything's gonna be all right. One more thing as well is this side of my mouth. My wisdom teeth are coming in, so I have a lot of pain on this side of my mouth right now, and I'll probably have my wisdom teeth out within the next, hopefully, week or two would be ideal. It's currently a 3-day weekend, so I can't call until Tuesday to get an appointment set up, but it's very irritating. It hurts to eat anything. It hurts to even open my mouth a lot. But yeah, nothing I've ever experienced before, so hopefully I can get that taken care of fairly quickly. I'm gonna take these glasses out of here. We got the glasses out. I'm gonna do the case just without the glasses, so I'm gonna zip it back up. this last month that I haven't been posting, I've also been out at the gym. Again, just due to adapting to new light changes. But I'm finally back in the gym as well. So I kind of got my, I got my mind straight. I got my head straight right now. Hoping to carry it that way for, as long as I can. Sometimes in life things get to be too much, and, it's okay to take breaks or, just slow down. Which is why I kind of needed that break. But, now I'm all refueled. I'm ready to go. I got, a whole brand new, set of energy to bring to you guys. And I'm very excited. And it's starting to become the fall and winter time, which I'm very homebody. I love being inside, so it makes it a prime time for me to come back to these videos as well. Maybe with me doing live streaming now, maybe I can bring you guys some ASMR live streams. I feel like you guys would probably enjoy that quite a bit, especially like those late hours. I know I usually post later, but if I were to live stream later as well, I feel like it would be cool. Relax, 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 relax. Yeah, as I said earlier, recently my siblings have been moving, so one of my brothers actually came back here to grab a few more things, and he actually left behind quite a bit right now still, and there's a lot of really nice triggers I feel like I could get out of the stuff that's here, so you could be seeing a lot of new nice triggers. There's this mini football, and you can get some really nice sticky sounds on the football. I have to use that one. I have to. It'll sound so nice. I gotta show you guys what I'm talking about. I also gotta work on the lighting. I believe I said in one of my last videos that I had uploaded on this channel, my new setup, I have 2 monitors now, so I have to move a monitor on this side, so I have this room to record, which is also why you see my PC in the background, because there's slightly less room on my desk, but we're making it work. And then I have a light right here. I just need a light on this side to even out the lighting, of course. Again, I just wish I had a separate room, studio for, an ASMR desk or something. But that was our first trigger, the glasses case. Next, I'm gonna go with a shoe. So these are a pair of New Balance, New Balance, New Balance, 608, 608, 608. These I had gotten from $5. With this new job, it was a sales job, so I'm going door to door, walking around a bunch. And a lot of the shoes that I have aren't necessarily walking shoes. I mean, maybe you could consider the Air Force Ones to be, a nice, good shoe, but for as much walking as I did, definitely not. So I had gotten myself a pair of these 608s. Super comfy. They're like a wide shoe on the inside as well. Feels really nice. I usually just slip them on. There's really not that bad of a crease as well for how long I've been wearing these shoes now. And like this is like consistently for hours on end wearing these shoes. But still in very good condition. Of course, I had to go for the white shoe. I'd usually pair it up with a button collared shirt and then some khaki pants if it was too hot out. Just some shorts. But that was the outfit I'd walk around in. But a very nice shoe. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know New Balance is coming back into style. They've made a pretty good comeback for their shoes, which is really nice. I think it's funny though. All my dad's ever worn is New Balances, so he's already been on that wave of New Balance. Honestly, I might get a new pair of New Balances. So the new job I want to go for, there's a gym pretty close to me, and they have like a gym manager and training spot available. And I was thinking about applying for that. I mean, I've been at that gym for like 3 years consistently. They have like a top 10 list of the month for, how many times people scan in to go to the gym. I was number 1 on that list for almost a full year straight. I feel like, I know how to bulk. I know how to get lean. I know how to, I know how all that stuff works. If I was being the manager of the gym, I would love, that power to control a gym that you go to would be so cool. I've always said I would love to add a vending machine to the gym. Get some energy drinks, some protein snacks in there. A lot of people, they want that pre-workout or something, but then they have to go to the gas station, and it's like maybe out of the way. Where then, if there's a vending machine, maybe you open the door directly as you walk in, bam, there's a vending machine. Grab yourself something real quick. I feel like that could make a gym more profitable. So, I mean, I've always just had a bunch of ideas about the gym that I go to because of how long I've been there. Like, oh, they could get this machine. Oh, they could, rearrange this and that and, do a certain thing this way or that way. So, I mean, it's always worth a shot. Obviously, there's a lot more that entails to being a gym manager, but, I'm willing to learn and, understand that role and position because personally, I feel like it would be a good job for me and it's ideal for me too. Literally like a minute away from my house. Very, very cool. I also realized I'm still like partway through the ASMR alphabet, so I will definitely try and pick back up on that. I'll have to start scouting for some triggers to use again. I think I'm on the letter H, would be the next letter. I also plan on, I don't want to my videos are already pretty simple, but I want to do like longer videos, like an hour of like wallet tapping, where it's literally just like one or like two, maybe three different sounds for the whole video, but just, way longer than what I usually do. I've always been 20 to 30 minutes, but if I could get it up to like an hour or something, and then, again, just have that consistent sound where, it'd help you guys fall asleep or like get the tingles or anything like that you guys are looking for, I feel like would be nice. Would save me a bunch of ideas as well. I feel like I wouldn't burn out as much because one thing for me in ASMR is I hate using, I don't mind using the same triggers if they're good triggers, but I obviously don't like using the same triggers all the time. If my channel's only like popular because of like two triggers, I'm gonna get bored of that trigger, and then I'm gonna end up not liking it because of how much I use it in the videos, you know what I mean? So I always try and keep the triggers different, original, again, not to reuse them, pretty much all that kind of stuff. Also, kind of just like picking out some stuff that I like to use as well. But yeah, essentially just longer videos with maybe like less triggers, just a more consistent flow of sound, I guess. Let me know if you guys would enjoy that, or unless you guys would prefer me to do like 4 triggers per video, like I always do. I think this video, however, I am only gonna do 3 triggers, just because I wanna ease into it nicely. I wanna get into it pretty well. Now for the last trigger, guys, we have my most current vinyl I got. This is the Jack Boys 2 Jack Boys 2 vinyl. Pretty alright album. It wasn't the greatest in my opinion, but I had to glaze a little bit and get the vinyl. As you guys know, I've been collecting vinyls slowly, not anything crazy. I probably have anywhere from like 10 to maybe 15 vinyls right now. Uh, I mainly collect albums I like, or vinyls from artists that I like this. I do enjoy Travis Scott. He's not my favorite, but he's up there for at least one of my top tens that I listen to. So we just got like the default. We got him in the front, the pliers, and then the two on the back. And then as well as that, it looks like we have some like pictures on the side. This one has a car in it. That's very faint. And then this is like a person in their shadow. Like the same picture like 5-6 times in there. I believe they had some I feel like they had like maybe 2 different vinyl styles for the same album, just different covers, of course. I had ordered this when they first released these, so after they actually dropped them is when they dropped the newer vinyls, I guess. But yeah, this is my most recent one I have. I don't have a record player, so I keep them sealed up as well. There's some plastic wrap. I'm sure maybe you can see it in the corner here. But I always keep my vinyls in the wrap, Who knows if, down the road this will be worth, a couple $1,000s. Probably not this one, but you know what I mean. It's a nice, like, I guess could be an investment, but, just a little collector's. For a collector who wants a used open vinyl when they buy it, you know what I mean? Unless you're of course buying it to use it, but again, for collection purposes, why would I open it? I finally got the Plan A vinyl to ship in a while ago, and then he actually Lil Tecca dropped him an album called Dopamine. That one unfortunately didn't have a vinyl, but there was a mini vinyl for one of the songs on there. I ended up getting that, and then I got like a box set. So I got the shirt and then a CD for the album. As you guys know, I love my Tecca. We got a poster right here. I have 3 of the vinyls now, and then the CD and the shirt, so the collection is getting up there. And I know this is my first video back, but like I really like just being right here right now. Like I'm so excited. Like it feels so good to be back. Like it truly does. I didn't want to quit making these videos in the first place. It was just cause like I genuinely was so busy and I was just so stressed and overwhelmed. I had to stop something, and this just happened to be that something. So to have it back, I wish I could just scream and shout with excitement and joy right now, but of course it's an ASMR video, so I'm not gonna do that. We all celebrate in whisper voice. all the classics, the old albums with the parental advisory, explicit content. That would always go on like an album cover back in the day. I mean, apparently it still does. But I feel like it used to be more iconic, a little, more back then. Recently, I've been doing a lot of selling on Facebook Marketplace as well. I've been going through a lot of my stuff at home, just like I do have a lot of random stuff, and yeah, a lot of it I can use as like triggers and stuff like that, which is why I held on to it. But like really looking at my room, I have so much stuff that just sits there for days. I have so many clothes that just sit there because they don't fit me. So, I've been trying to get my money up a little bit there, doing a little bit of side hustling on Facebook Marketplace. Fun fact, I actually almost got scammed. $400 on my first sale. I had sold my guitar, and when I posted it, I immediately got a response. And they're like, oh yeah, I'll do Cash App or whatever. And then they're like, oh, I sent it, but you need to like send all this for verification. Which at first I was like, okay, makes sense because I don't really use Cash App like that. But then they were like, all right, now you have to send $500 to activate the money that they sent. And I was like, that just makes no sense. Like, if there's people actually falling for this, like, there's actually no way. But I dipped out on that. I actually ended up finding someone nearby that actually bought the guitar, which is very nice. I mean, unfortunately, I bought that for like $400, sold it for $3. So, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, I never learned how to play that guitar. I just could not get myself to do it. I'm the complete opposite. I like video games. I like that kind of stuff. I feel like I don't know, it sounded good in the time, you know what I mean? That point in time in my life, I wanted to learn the guitar, but, never got to it. Alright guys, but I think I'm going to probably end off the video here. Again, first video back, I feel great. Obviously, the videos are gonna hopefully get better and better with time, of course. But yeah, thank you guys again for sticking with me, waiting for my return. A month is quite a long time, so again, I do apologize, but it's only up from here. I'm planning on posting a lot more than I used to as well. I want to be a little more consistent for you guys. Again, YouTube has always been something I want to kind of make a reality job for myself, so, I kind of got to treat it like one. Recording videos all the time, editing all the time, which I do enjoy, but, I just got to post more. I was doing every Tuesday, Friday on this channel, but I'm going to try and push that to, a lot more throughout the week for you guys, a lot more on the membership channel as well. So I appreciate all you guys. I will see you guys next time.